Hey YouTube, this is week number 2 now, following my Achilles tendon rupture and going down the non-surgical route. So just wanted to provide a quick update on progress. So things are going quite well in the Vacaped boot. My consultant also gave me a forgive me if I'm pronouncing it wrong, a night splint by a company called Thetis, which has been pretty hot over the last couple of weeks. So the odd night wearing that has helped to get a bit of air to the foot and be a bit more comfortable sleeping in the warm evenings. But word of caution, if you need the loo in the middle of the night, you do need to be really careful to avoid putting yourself in a situation where you might fall or put some weight on it, because the protective angle that you have in the Vacaped boots, you don't have with the night splint. So if you fall on it, and put weight through your injured foot, you're going to likely create a situation where you are a high risk of re-rupture. So I've only used that a couple of nights over the last week or so. Progress-wise, I'm going to show you guys what I'm kind of able to do at the moment. So apologies for the mess. I have 3 kids, and they're all out at the moment with my wife, so this gives me a bit of quiet time. So I'm going to try and put myself into a position where you can see. As you can see, I'm still on the crutches, but I can kind of show you how much weight bearing I'm doing at the moment, which my consultant has heavily encouraged. So whenever I'm straightening the foot, I still get quite a lot of like a tight sensation, like I pulled my calf muscle. But I'm just going to show you now that I'm kind of able to put quite a lot of weight through. I'm probably putting about 30% of my weight through the injured foot at the moment. I'm also able to kind of hop around quite confidently as well. So by putting a little bit of weight through, and this is only just 2 weeks post-injury. So obviously the Vacaped is, really protecting me from going too much from the angle of, that plantar flexion coming up towards a neutral. It's, the Vacaped is completely immobilizing the joint from that perspective. So I think there's a few benefits to what I'm doing at the moment from what the research says, which is early weight bearing is good, as long as I'm not doing it too much. Also, I feel like my quality of life is pretty high at the moment. I'm able to help out around the house in the Vacaped. I'm able to do dinner, even at 2 weeks. I'm just able to be a bit more useful, which I think is a positive thing on, the home relationships, so that you're not completely dependent upon the people that you live with to do everything for you. I wanted to also mention some of the things that I did actually purchase. So the shower chair was very useful. I did opt out of buying one of these plastic covers you can get, to kind of put around the Vacaped boot. A bin liner is absolutely fine as long as you go for one of the big ones and you are able to kind of tie it off nicely around the upper thigh. In almost, if you get the handle-based ones, then you're going to prevent water going in. So I've used the same bin liner for probably about 4 or 5 different showers now, and that's been absolutely fine. So you can save yourself a bit of money there. I've purchased some tennis grips to wrap around the crutches. Just helps to take the pressure off your palms a little bit and prevent the calluses coming through. So if you're needing to use crutches quite a bit for getting around the office, if you're going back to work early, or even just going out for a walk to do some like low weight bearing stuff, then it just protects your hands a lot more. I did not bother to get one of these knee scooters because I can move around pretty fine, and I do a job where I'm sat down a lot of the time. I work in medical devices, working remotely, so the demand for me to be on my feet is pretty low Monday through Friday. I'm able to still work out though, which is good. That's also keeping my mental health sane as well in this period where I'm not really able to do the activities that I want to do. Something I didn't mention in my first week is my goal is to get back to playing competitive touch rugby. I played internationally previously. I've got 3 kids. I'm nearly 40. I don't really want to be going back to playing internationally, but I do want to be going back to a high level of running and a high level of cycling. So that'll be my goal over the coming weeks, so that I can, link back to that and let you know how I'm tracking against it. My next appointment with the consultant will be in another 2 to 3 weeks' time. So he's asked to see me at the 4 to 5 week post injury mark. And then I believe the plan is to reduce the angle of the Vacaped boot and to then create to then lengthen the tendon a little bit, and I assume that's to promote the healing process. And he has recommended that the main exercises, that I try to achieve at the moment is just weight bearing. I did request a bit of an exercise protocol on what he would recommend me to be doing in weeks 1 and 2, and he has just said just try to not use the crutches too much in terms of putting all your weight through them. Use the crutches, but try to weight bear as you are doing your gait, so as you're walking with the crutches. That's probably it for now. I'll do another update in about a week's time. If you're finding it helpful, then it tells me that it's helpful. If you want to throw a like in there, if you want to subscribe or ask any questions, if you're going through the same process, then we can help each other out. But if you're watching this, I hope you are doing well. And if there's any questions, then let's learn from each other. Okay, bye.